picture disc from way long
Hey,
time.
don't buy bootlegs, man. Those bootlegs are so expensive. I just signed somebody's bootleg. This thing cost them $50. You know, I mean, it's the worst quality stuff. But you know, I'll tell you what to do.
You almost did sign it for him.
I wasn't even going to sign that bootleg. So, on the other hand, what the heck? You got a bootleg, you want to sign it.
You got a broken leg.
Sign the broken leg too, and that with the pancreas. More than happy. That's a woman's up there.
Yeah, right. It was. That's as a matter of fact, Ray just signed a keyboard. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What's wrong with the Doors movie?
Well, I don't have that kind of time.
Oh.
Hey, can you?
This fine is fine. Velcro is fine. Yeah, well, you know, just certain substances would have been good for him.
I think, yeah, that was the quote.
You know, Kyle Henry could use the hemp, for God's sake. He probably could in his personal life, too. But that's, we won't get into that. No, Kyle, I have no objection with Kyle or Velcro. You know, fine, those guys did fine. They did what they could do. It's the basic story, you know, the story of Jim Morrison as a drunk. Is a ridiculous movie to make and it's ridiculous to do that to Morrison. Morrison was psychedelic, he was a shaman, he was a poet, he was an artist. He did get drunk, he was a writer who get drunk. Writers get drunk. If you're going to make a movie about a writer who gets drunk, who wants to see it? I don't want to see it.
Henry and June.
They all got drunk. There's a book out about famous writers who got drunk, who were alcoholics. I mean, there's every great writer on the list, you know. Something about those two things go together. So to lay that whole trip on Morrison to say, shame, 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 see, he got drunk, see what a wild and crazy guy he was. Where was the poet? Where was the artist? Where was the shaman? Where was, that wasn't my buddy. I didn't even know that guy on the screen. I'm watching the movie and I'm thinking, why am I in a band with this jerk? I hate this guy. This guy's ridiculous. Go get out of here, man. You're out. You know, if Jim was like that in reality, there would have been no Doors. The Doors would have lasted 6 months to a year. We never even would have made a record, had a recording contract, if Jim Morrison was a Oliver Stones were traded. So get the Soft Parade video. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you about the Soft Parade.
This is kind of your version of this.
I made the Soft Parade. This is my version. One of the guys in the band makes the movie, makes this video about the band. This is like if George Harrison made a movie or a video about John Lennon. If Ringo said, hey, I'm going to put something together about John Lennon. This is my version.
Has a clue.
This is the guy I knew. This is the poet. This is Jim Morrison. This is the real guy.
You use it in his videos, a compilation of other, some maybe home movies that you had, or some old film?
Yeah, it's a lot of old footage that we had from 1968, 67, 8, 9. A friend of ours from UCLA Film School came along with us and shot a lot of footage. You know, we had some money in the bank, and we said, hey, we'll put this stuff on film, man. Maybe we can do something with it. Make a documentary out of it. God knows what we'll do with it. So it's been sitting in the Doors archives. We got, you know, a small place, a little cache of stuff, and every once in a while I go in there and dig out some good footage and slap some things together and try to make it as exciting as I can. So this has got live performances. You'll see the Doors and the Girlfriends. You'll see Morrison talking. Morrison predicts the future. A great thing in there, and he talks about what he thinks the future of music is going to be. He does an improvised poem. You'll see all kinds of good stuff in it.
And you were a film student.
Yeah, I was. Jim and I went to UCLA. That's where I met him. I was at UCLA Film School, and the movie has him dropping out of film school. He graduated, and he didn't say, "I quit." You know, his movie wouldn't go through the projector. You know, is what happened. You know, he wasn't good at making splices. Morrison was not technical, so he couldn't splice two little pieces of film together very well. His movie wouldn't go through the projector, and the teachers gave him a hard time.
But he didn't quit.
He didn't quit school. No, he didn't quit school. For those who saw the movie, the duck scene after Ray and Dorothy get married, there's a duck scene that never happened. Never happened, and none of it ever happened. Jim and Pam were my and Dorothy's best man and bridesmaid. The four of us, that's all it was. It was a quiet little ceremony. It was on the judge's lunch hour along with about 75 other couples, boom, one after another. They would go into the office, and we went down to Olvera Street, and we had a big plate of enchiladas and margaritas on Olvera Street, you know, like the old Mexican town in Los Angeles. A day later, we played the Shrine Auditorium with the Grateful Dead in the psychedelic ballroom. It was great, you know.
bet.
So what Oliver Stone does is he turns it into some kind of chaos from hell kind of scene. I go, what is this, man? I don't believe this. Instead, it was a very nice thing. It was a very beautiful thing. And that's what he didn't show any of the beauty of the Doors. He didn't show any of the beauty of what it was to be a hippie, what the joy of the 60s were. He had none of that, let's change the world, let's change society. The whole point of the hippies was to make the world a better place to live in, was to clean up the environment, was to make sure the homeless didn't exist. Man. What we were trying to do is give everybody a break. Everybody was your brother and your sister. Everybody that lives in this country is an American citizen. I don't care if they're down and out. I don't care if it's a homeless person. I don't care if you think, you know, that homeless person they could get a job if they wanted. Man, that's an American. Those are Americans. We are Americans. That's what the hippie thing is all about. Let's take care of the Americans, and let's make love, not war.
Yeah!
We're obviously not consulted on this film.
I talked to Oliver. That's a hell of a thing. I talked to Oliver Stone. I did talk to him.
I bet you did.
I talked to him for 2 solid days, and I talked to him, and I recorded, put on a tape recorder too. And I said, "You want me to record this?" He said, "No, you don't have to record this. I'll take notes." I said, "I'm going to record this anyway, just for your benefit, because I'm going to say things that you might not catch right off the bat." He said, "What do you mean? What are you talking about?" And I said, "Well, you're obviously not very intelligent." I talked to this guy. He didn't get it, man. I gave him the gospel according to the Doors. I told him what hippies were all about. I told him what psychedelic was all about. I told him what cosmic consciousness. I told him what LSD was all about and stuff like that. He didn't get it. He just didn't get it. He wanted to make Morrison a hellraiser, Yahoo hellraiser. Spawn of Satan. My God, there's a devil worship thing in there. Jim gets married in a satanic scene. You know, forget that, folks. The Doors are not Satanists. The Doors, Jim Morrison was not a satanic cult member. There was no satanic wedding. We don't believe in Satan. We are not worshipers of Satan. We're worshipers of the great Wakantanka, the great American Indian spirit of the soul of all brothers, the soul of all sisters, all men. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men are created equal. That's what the Doors believed. That's what the hippies believed. Oliver Stone got none of it.
Well, we need some incense to table 5, and we're going to play some music now. Okay, we're live at Blockbuster Video with Ray Manzarek. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back.
Eric? No, I can't.
God. What do you think of this, man? You excited?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hell yeah. Isn't it too bad we only get one thing signed, though?
Just, yeah, it is. I would like to have all these signed.
Hell yeah.
6 things to sign. There's no way that everyone will get through by 7 o'clock, so please don't be greedy and just pick like 2 of the things that are the most important to you and have them sign those, okay? That way everyone gets a chance. Thank you.
Yeah, 2 I go with 1. Fuck you.
One sounds like that.
Well.